Beautiful, beautiful day out here. The red buds are blooming like crazy. The dogwoods are too, but don't see any dogwoods up here on the mountain. See a lot of them down in the valley though. But up here, we're mostly seeing red buds. So, tell you about what happened on my last ride on the Hawk. It was I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, and I went for a ride on the paved road, and rode to one of the places that I like to ride occasionally on a semi-regular basis, and left the pavement, rode around a little bit, and when I headed back onto the pavement, I suddenly had a flat tire on the front. I mean, dead flat. And I think maybe it was a pinch flat or something, because it was, as soon as I got back on the pavement, it was wallowing bad. And so I figure it happened just as I was getting back on the pavement, or maybe when I went through a rut or something just before re-entering the pavement. But anyway, it went down instantly. And so I ended up, because I didn't have any way of fixing it, I didn't have a spare tube, which I wouldn't have tried to replace a tube right there unless I had to anyway. But anyway, I ended up riding home several miles on a flat tire, and it was okay. I kept it between 25 and 35 miles per hour and just kind of kept my weight back, and didn't make any sharp turns or anything. Just kind of kept it in the middle of the lane, in fact, which I don't usually like to ride in the middle of the lane because it's a bad idea on a motorcycle. But when you've got something that could, try to swerve at any instant, which it did on occasion, it would catch a groove in the pavement or something and suddenly want to dart in that direction or wallow in that direction. So I didn't want to be right on the line where, I might hit a car that might be oncoming, or on the other side where I might run off the road or something. So I kept it in the middle of the lane and got it home. And that's where dirt bike tires really help out too. Lightweight of a dirt bike and these heavyweight nylon dirt bike tires have a strong sidewall, so they're able to withstand that a little better than a street bike tire does, although I have ridden my Sportster on a flat front tire before too. But anyway, so I didn't have any more tubes, so I ordered a couple of them, and they came in. And when I had a chance, I pulled the front wheel off and started trying to get the tire off. And although I have changed tires on my TW200 and I think on my Sportster too, and on some of my other motorcycles without using tire irons, I wasn't able to do it with this. And so I went to Harbor Freight yesterday and got a couple of tire irons. They're $6 each, and man, they did the trick. They made it possible to change that tire. But while I was at it, I went ahead and I mean, the original tire is fine. I don't think it's damaged. It doesn't appear to be damaged. But, you know, it's a full knobby, as is the rear tire. And it was kind of noisy on the street and kind of didn't handle all that great on the street. And it's a hard compound, so it actually didn't do all that great in the road either. I mean, in the dirt. So in my shed, I had a couple of these Kenda I think they're K271s. Anyway, Kenda dual sport tires, and I've run those on some of my other bikes and generally liked them. But I had two of these that were given to me by a friend a few years ago, and I'd never used them. And one was a 2.75 21, and the other one was a 3 21. And the original tire on this bike was an 80-100 21, which I think equates to a 2.75 21. But I put the 3 21 on here because I wanted to go with a little bit wider tire. So anyway, that's what I did. I put the Kenda on it, put the new tube in it. The tire irons worked out fine, and now I'm on the first test ride with this tire, and it's doing great so far. I hope it continues to do so. Anyway, stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.